Hey folks, welcome to Find Your Sunshine. I'm Sally, your host, your cheerleader, single mama, and believer in finding joy no matter what life throws your way. This is a space where we keep it real, laugh through the chaos, and remind each other that we are stronger than we think. So whether you're here for a little encouragement, some honest talk, or just a good laugh, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and find your sunshine together. Let's go. Hey folks, Sally here. Coming to you from my most favorite spot in my household, my bathtub. If any of you know me, you know that I absolutely adore baths. They are my most favorite thing in the world. So I thought, what better place to record my first episode than in the bathtub? Welcome, guys. This is going to be different for me. So crazy that I'm even doing this. The reason why I am doing this is because I started to bet on myself, which is what the episode's going to be about. I think a very important topic for all of us to learn. But first, can I just say how crazy it is that it's freaking March tomorrow? By the time this airs, I'm sure it'll be a couple days into March, maybe even farther than that, depending on how I get this edited and figuring this stuff all out. It is going to be crazy. I'm really nervous, but I'm just gonna go for it because I'm tired of not doing that for myself. But craziness that it's almost March. February was an amazing month for me. It is my birthday month. Woo woo, February. Yep, love it. And I just made sure I was gonna make it my own. First of all, or second of all, I guess now, thank you for joining me. I hope that you guys can learn from something from this because I know that in the past few years, I've needed things like this to help lift me up and guide me along on this path. So, without further ado, let's talk about betting on ourselves. Okay, guys, so betting on ourselves, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know why our brains do this, but for whatever reason, we all lack the ability to bet on ourselves or to believe in ourselves or to give our own selves grace. I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but we do. It is the worst. I was laughing with one of my friends because I was like, I don't know why I can give advice to everyone around me and I'm everyone else's cheerleader, but when it comes to myself, I cannot. I find myself self-doubting or talking negatively, things like that. And I hear everyone else doing it, and I'm always turning them around as soon as I hear it. And I'm like, absolutely not. You are beautiful, you can do this, you've got this. And then when it comes to me, just a blank canvas, just like, nope, can't possibly be the same. Like, why do we do this to ourselves? I literally have no clue. It is the worst. I know I'm not alone in this. I know we all do it. For whatever reason, though, we lack that ability. Our brains literally are against us. It makes absolutely no sense because they're our brains, right? Like, so why the heck not? Like, why are we not betting on ourselves? Why are we not counting on us? I've learned that a lot in the last few years that I am the only one I can count on fully. Now I can count on other people and I have friends and family that, sometimes I need to go to for advice, help, to vent, all that stuff. And I have a great support system. I do. It's amazing. I love everybody around me. Everyone that I am friends with, family with, they love and adore me. I know that. But I've had to really learn to love and adore myself. Way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. I don't know what it is, but we fight it. So I was at work one day and I was sitting there and I was laughing with friends. I remember being a little anxious that day. I don't know what's going on. It was only like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And I've had anxiety at work before. Don't get me wrong. My job is high stress. It can be really stressful sometimes. I was sitting there and someone came around and they're having this conversation and they just mentioned like, I got to retire in a few years. And I was like joking around with them, like, lucky you. And they're like, oh, you've got another 30 plus years. And I don't know, more than that probably, but at this point in life. But I remember all of a sudden my whole body, full panic mode. I'm not kidding. I was all of a sudden like, I don't want to do this for 30 years. Like I love my job, but like I cannot do the same thing over and over and over again for the next 30 plus years. I don't know what to do. I full panic. It was this like instant moment of I can't do that. And I remember going home that night and being like, something has to change. I have to start believing in myself. It was seriously the most like instant like turnaround in my brain. And I remember I was following one of my podcast people. You know who you are if you listen to this. And she was talking about one of her retreats and one-on-ones, and I instantly like it was probably like I don't know, a day or two later was like, I am gonna go on one of these. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna finally bet on me. Life changing, okay? Life changing, people. Not to say that I still don't doubt myself because I still have these moments of self sabotage. In fact, after I booked this trip that I with this coach to help me actually get this going, she gave me some homework assignments, and I was sitting at home for a few weeks, and I am I am the queen of procrastination, okay? Queen. But one of my downfalls, but like also I thrive under pressure. So when I get closer to a certain thing that's due, I will bust that out so quick. But I remember thinking at one point, I am self sabotaging. I am doing this to myself. Why am I doing this? Why am I still not betting on me? And so I busted out that homework. I even sent a message to her and was like, I am holding myself accountable. I am self sabotaging. I know it, but I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. And guys, I could not be more proud of myself for doing it. And I got myself on the trip, had an amazing time. It was in Tulum, Mexico. Oh, guys, gorgeous. I'll talk about it later in another episode, but it was, if I could move there, I would. Anyways, I had this amazing trip with this coach, and she's helped guided me and helped me figure this stuff all out. Um, Truly, truly amazing. I don't know what I would have done had I not had that major epiphany at work uh, and acted on it. That's another thing. I feel like I've had these downloads before, and well, I've been like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I get the motivation, and I'm doing it, and then my whole body's like, nah, you're comfy here, you're okay here, don't worry about it. Absolutely no more, guys. No more. Like, I cannot do that to myself anymore. I have let other people, rule my life before. I've let myself self sabotage. Um, I've let myself be comfortable, which is okay sometimes, but just not meeting the goals that I want. So here we are, a month out of the retreat, almost, maybe only a couple weeks actually. And one of my things was to start this podcast. So here I am again, betting on myself. I know it's so hard to do. I know that we can sit here and be like, I have a good life. I know it's not bad. I have a good job. My life is great. Because my life is great. I do have an amazing job. I have amazing friends and all this stuff. But I know I can do more. And I know I deserve more. So, guys, how do we start making ourselves bet on ourselves? How do we get ourselves to encourage our our own dreams, to support ourselves? There's a few things that I have been doing for the past few years that have helped me, get to where I am right now, and they've taken time, but I've definitely learned from them. I would say one of the first things to start doing, and it sounds so, I know, like I used to be like not a self-help person, I was like against all that, not really against it, but just like didn't allow myself to learn from that. So like finding podcasts that are like self-help things or build you up, daily affirmations, like positive affirmations. I listen to it every morning when I wake up. I have daily affirmations going. And whether I'm able to really listen and repeat them or just while I'm getting my kids ready and having them run through my head, I'm still having those affirmations on. I cannot even tell you how amazing, and a different like mindset shift I've had since I've done those things. Absolutely mind-blowing, actually. And so I think I hear myself quicker now when I start to self-doubt. And I'm like, hold up, no way, not doing that. Um, it's still a work in progress because, again, like I said, we're our own worst enemies. Our mind is against us for whatever reason. But definitely daily affirmations, positive podcasts, things that are going to help uplift us. Second thing I would say that helps us out, and I know it's also another cliche that we all fight against, I know it, daily movement, getting up, getting moving. It doesn't need to be some grand exercise thing, just a walk around the block, just getting ready for the day. In fact, getting out of bed and getting ready, that in and of itself is like one of the biggest accomplishments, I think, because we all know how easy it is just to be like, nah, rather not, better not do that. um, no, but we can do it. We can do it. We can get up. We can move. We can get our day going. And it's okay to have rest days, but just getting that movement in, truly, it releases those endorphins. It helps our brain think clear. It is absolutely amazing. Third, giving yourself grace. Man, sometimes I forget that I'm allowed to have like moments of just downtime or like self-doubt. I'm okay to have that as long as you can pick yourself up, okay? Or pull yourself out of that funk. But there are times where you are going to have the lazy day. You are going to not want to do the stuff that helps us feel better. We are going to have lazy days because that is just human nature. It just is. So forgiving yourself for those moments, but then also getting back up and pushing towards your goals again. It's okay. Don't let those little moments of like downtime give you the excuse to not keep going. Because I know so many of us will sit there and be like, well, I didn't do it yesterday. I just can't do it. It's just too hard for me. No, I had a rest day. I it's okay. My body needed rest. My brain needed a rest. But tomorrow, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna kick butt, and I'm gonna do the thing. That's just how it should be. I I know how hard it can be, but we've got this. Okay, guys, those are just a few of my tips I have to help build ourselves up. I'm new at this, so I'm still trying to figure out this whole podcast thing and how to get all my thoughts out clearly. But, I'm human just like you. A hot mess express is what I like to say. So I'm sure in future episodes, I'm going to have a whole episode of like 10 plus things that we could do. Maybe not 10, but that's a little much for me. um, yeah, guys, I just need you to know that like how truly amazing you are. I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to remember that you are absolutely beautiful inside and out. And the moment that anyone tries to bring that sparkle down, we're just going to kick them in the shins, okay? I want you to go out there and I want you to find your own sunshine. Um, it is something I truly believe in. It's why this podcast is called Find Your Sunshine. I believe each and every one of us can find that little light that guides us, that sparks that sun inside of us, that makes us follow our dreams. It is amazing the moment it even sort of ignites. You will find it and you will do amazing things in this world. And I don't want you to ever, ever doubt that. And anyone who tells you otherwise could go kick rocks, okay? I know you're amazing. I know you're enough. I know you're strong. I know you're funny. I know that you are beautiful. So, so beautiful. So don't ever, ever, ever doubt it, okay? I will probably say it and repeat that 1,000 times in all my episodes because I truly need you to believe it. So if you ever need a cheerleader, I am here. I will pump you up. I will make sure you believe in yourself, and I will never, ever, ever let you doubt your self-worth, okay? Please, please go bet on yourself. Please find that sunshine. Don't forget who you are. You are magical, okay? As always, folks, keep spreading that sunshine. I love you. Bye.